Now let's go into the Good Brothers. This one is probably going to be polarizing as well. I'll start this one. I got him at a D. And I think I have him at a D because I don't care about the Good Brothers. I also don't care right now about AJ Styles. And it's due to their presentation. Mia Yim is next, and she has a much better score than the Good Brothers. But when I first saw them, I'll be honest, I wasn't that excited to see them. When they showed up on Raw, I was like, okay, that's cool. Hopefully this kind of gets AJ Styles jump-started. And while he had a pretty good match at the pay-per-view, this last pay-per-view I think it was, Survivor Series, when he shows up, I'm still kind of like very, very indifferent about them overall. I don't think they've brought much to Monday Night Raw and to WWE. I'm glad that they're there, but I don't think they've done anything worthy of us even having a conversation on a podcast about, to be completely honest. So for me, I got him at a D. Eshaun, what do you have him at?
Since you guys made me, give a grade to the Hit Row, I almost kind of feel like the Good Brothers got to be lower than Hit Row.
Ooh.
However, I didn't have any expectations for the Good Brothers when they came into the company, to be honest with you. I didn't care that they came back. And that's because I've been following them for some time prior to them coming back to the company. And they didn't do much in Impact. They actually kind of let me down a little bit when they were featured in AEW. To be honest with you. They didn't really add much to that entire faction. When they stopped appearing on the show, it didn't seem like the faction lost anything with them not being there. Just like they're not giving AJ anything now. And again, in the past, before they left, I thought like, hey, these guys have personality. They're jokesters. They seem like really cool guys. Although Luke Gallows hit on my wife when we met him a couple years ago, I still try to show out for the guy.
So you have a personal vendetta. So this score is already incomplete.
Exactly.
Yeah, you let it slip that you no longer like the Good Brothers. Because
I also don't hold grudges.
Come on, man.
I don't hold grudges. I'm a peaceful man.
All right, so what's your score?
But
what's your score then?
I want to give him a D, but I feel like I'm doing Hit Row a disservice by giving them a higher grade, to be honest with you. But they just mean nothing. I don't think they mean anything to the division. I don't see anything coming from them. In some ways, I feel like they might be holding a roster spot for somebody else into the company, but WWE has money and they can hire who they want. I guess I wanted to give them a D, but maybe I need to give them an F-.
Ooh, wow.
She's skipping grades here. I would never give anybody an F. I'm sorry. I'm just going to spoiler alert, I'm not going to ever give anybody an F. They put their bodies on the line, so sorry there. They're an E. To me, the Good Brothers, like...
Whoa. Hey, I'm E. Can we not grade the Good Brothers?
You're Eshaun. They're an E. They're... All I can say is...
Whoa,
I don't even know how to put it into words. I know how good they are. I know how freaking hilarious they are. Following them from all their other companies prior to this, it just really seems like, okay, so Good Brothers is with the company. Okay, what they do? Really nothing? I mean, an E. That's all I got to say about it is an E. I got to say first and then an E.
All right, so you basically gave them an F. So we have two people on this list that have gotten Fs, which is kind of interesting if you think about that. Let's move on into Mia Yim really quick. I have her at a B+. I think she's done very well in her spot so far. I think she has been doubly impactful than what the Good Brothers have, and they're in the same faction. That's pretty interesting if you kind of think about that.
Yep.
But overall, I give her a B+. I think she's done very, very well for herself since she's been back.
Yeah, I want to give her an A, actually. Because I'm a big Mia Yim fan, but I didn't expect her to do this well. She's the most interesting thing about that group, by far. I think she's doing phenomenal right now. To have this much interest, to be doing this well, I had high hopes for her, and she's succeeding for me, so I'm giving her A.
Okay.
I'm going to give her a B. For all the points I just mentioned, I think maybe there might be something a little bit missing for me to give her an A, because I would have given like a Rhea an A, and I don't think that she's there with Rhea yet. But I see your point, because again, I expected her coming back. We know how good she is, but she kind of took that and ran with it and was better than what I expected. So I can see why you gave her an A, but I'm just not going to give her an A. I'm going to give her a B.
Okay. I think that's a fair score. We only have ladies left. So do you guys want to score Sarah Logan and Tegan Knox, or do we just want to stick with Candice, LeRae, and Emma?
Can we just score Candice and the rest be eyes for incompletes?
No, well, we got to do Emma. Emma's been around for a couple months now.
Ugh.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure do. Candice LeRae, I am giving her a C+, and I was close to giving her a C-, but I don't think it is anything that she has done herself. She came, then she lost a couple matches against Damage Control. They ran the injury angle where she was off TV for a little bit, and now she's back. And she's shown her personality backstage with Miz and Dexter Lumis probably better than I think they have, honestly. Yep. So that moved it from like a C- to a C+ for me, but I think this is also an average run. You know, like, I was super excited when she was back, and I'm like, so far, the initial beginning of her main roster run is not the best. So I have her at a C+.
I have her at a C. I'm kind of indifferent towards her, to be honest with you. She hasn't done anything horrible or anything great, in my opinion. I think she's definitely a welcome, women's wrestler. I feel like, if AEW had somebody like her, it'd be a huge benefit, because I think she's very skilled and talented in the ring and very experienced. Yep. But she's not rocking the waves for me just yet.
I'm going to give her a C as well. Again, that's not a slight at her in any way, shape, or form. Again, I'm so happy that she's there, because she is so good and skillful, like Eshaun said. And she looks really good. She looks like she can be somebody that the little girls admire and buy, her merch and all that stuff. So there's so much potential there next year for her. But again, just right now, kind of like you said, her losing, kind of when she first came back, kind of just said, all right, so am I supposed to root for this person or not? So I'm going to give her a C.
Anybody who is listening to the pod and you guys don't really know about some of these wrestlers outside of WWE, so maybe this is like your first time seeing Candice LeRae outside of NXT, or maybe you didn't even see her in NXT, or maybe you haven't seen the Good Brothers before. Drop us a line either on Twitter or on our reviews for the podcast. Let us know kind of what your grades are. I'll be interested to see what your guys' thoughts are on some of these folks compared to us. Like for me, I know everybody on this list, right? We know them from, like I said, some of them I follow since the Indies, so I know what they can do. So then seeing it now, and I'm like, man, they could just do so much more. Like, Candice was wrestling men on the independents and holding her own, and it was not like gimmick matches. Yep. Like, she was going for it. So that's also probably kind of why I look at it. I'm like, man, she could be a lot more than what she is. And also know, too, this is early into the tenure. But, Eshaun, you brought up a couple weeks ago about, man, it'd be kind of interesting to see, if we looked at everybody, kind of what their scores are, and, hey, are they majority misses? Are they majority hits? I think we're kind of getting our answer right now. So then, last but not least, then let's go Emma if we're giving incompletes to Sarah Logan and Tegan Knox. I have Emma at a D. And I think that's being generous. Her first match back was against Ronda Rousey on SmackDown. She loses. I got a big thing about debuts and losing. If you plan on doing something with that person, you can only make that first impression one time, and after the genie's out of the bottle, it's hard to get it back. Of course, it's wrestling, it's stories, it's predetermined, so you can always heat somebody up if you want to, but I just have a personal issue with that. And when she lost to Ronda, I was like, that's kind of interesting. And I think she's wrestled one match on TV since, and they paired her with her real life boyfriend, and now I guess they got something going on potentially, maybe, where I don't know. I don't even know where she's at right now, in the whole scheme of things on SmackDown. And that women's division is in a pretty big need of like some star power. I'm still counting down the days when Charlotte gets back because they need her big time on SmackDown. I think Raw's women's division is pretty fine. I think they're doing really good. But I have Emma at a D. I just think it's been a poor comeback for her. Rhodesia, what's your thoughts on what you've seen from Emma so far?
I haven't seen anything on Emma, full transparency. So I don't even know I don't even know how I can grade her because it wouldn't even be fair. But because I haven't gone out of my way to watch those matches, it sounds like she's had two, her comeback, and then one was it just like last week or 2 weeks ago with her boyfriend?
Yeah, she I think she was in the Gauntlet match, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I went to the bathroom, remember?
Just last week.
At that time.
I think you were in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You sure was.
So if I have to grade, I'm going to say a D because she's not failing, but I can't even put a grade on it. I'm sorry. Just it's not fair to her.
So you're going 3 incompletes. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think Emma's been the same since she abandoned the old bubbly dancing Emma gimmick. I love that character. I love that NXT.
I thought you were going to say Emma hasn't been the same since she got caught stealing that iPod from Target.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
That's what I thought you were going
to say. Heel match
man.
Strikes again. Do you guys see how big of a heel this man is?
That's insanity. I can't believe
I forgot about that.
Matt JF. I didn't forget about it. I know exactly what you're talking about. No, but yeah, she hasn't been the same since that character, man. Like I've followed her and because I really love that character, so I've been following her for a really long time. And be honest with you, she hasn't done much for me anywhere she's gone since that. You know, in Impact and ROH, and she's here doing the same thing, the same gimmick. You know, not showing a whole lot of personality, and her wrestling's fine.
Her wrestling's, yeah, it is.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
You don't know if her wrestling's fine.
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
So
before she stole the stuff at Target, she was good.
Oh, look at that.
This is horrible. Hey, I have nothing to do with these comments, guys. That's them. But yeah, this has been her like for the past couple of years. I wish she'd do a different. I don't know. If I gotta give her a grade, I'm gonna give her a D as well. I mean, I want to see Billie Kay back. Bring Billie Kay back.
Yeah, I want her back too.
Yeah.
Both of them. When Peyton has the baby and she comes back, she has to be back. So we just went over everybody. Overall, it's either just thumbs up or thumbs down. What are you giving Triple H's rehires? Is it a thumbs up or thumbs down overall? Rhodesia?
So can I put an asterisk?
No.
Oh.
Either thumbs up or thumbs down.
Can I give an explanation?
No. It's either thumbs up or thumbs down.
Thumbs up.
I'm going thumbs up as well.
I'm going to go thumbs up also. The hits have been hits. Misses have been misses. Yep. So we'll see, of course, what 2023 brings these folks and anybody else that is coming back. We just found out that Dragon Lee has signed to NXT. So I guess now we know why Andrade hit that double arm DDT on him for no reason at the end of Dynamite when he had his match because he was out the territory.